Hi, it's Mike Stiles from Brand Content Studios. Here's the Content Marketing Quickie for the week ending July 16th. This is going to be awesome. There's going to be all this data on our social users we'll be able to analyze and use to craft better and better targeted content and marketing messages to them. We're going to learn so much. Except apparently we all decided to not use social data. My buddy Lauren Harper at Oracle Marketing Cloud reports they and Social Media Today found only 55% of marketers are using social data insights to point the way toward future marketing plans. After all this time, that's where we're at. But there is some good news. All are using social. 45% are using it to build brand awareness, and it's being increasingly used for customer service. Have you recovered from Google's Mobilegeddon yet? Just when you think you figured out how to game or win the search wars, Google makes changes and Mobilegeddon rewarded sites that are mobile optimized. Well, now there's Phantom 2 to cope with, which seeks to make life harder for content farms that just put out keywords and gunk. It's not a bad idea, really, because quality content will theoretically rise to the top. And we want brands making quality content. According to Simply Business's Jasper Marins, Google looks at things like how long people are dwelling on the content and whether or not they click the next content offered to determine quality. Search Metrics found they also like higher word count, more media, and more relevant wording. Google's Matt Bush suggests brands start moving content further up the funnel. PQ Media says don't worry about whether or not money's being spent on content marketing, because it is. Content marketing services providers generated a 14.4% increase in revenue the first half of this year. It grew 13.3% last year, and the prediction is, by Crystal Ballers, it'll be more than double in the next 5 years to around $313.42 billion in 2019. CEO Patrick Quinn says more companies are hiring in-house content marketing specialists, often within their marketing or corporate communications divisions. Tom Forbes reports the U.S. is the biggest content market of the countries studied, then comes Germany and Japan. And B2B is slightly more invested in content marketing than B2C. We got some information, well, sort of, from Susan Wojcicki, the all-powerful queen of YouTube. She gave a little stat to the crowd at Fortune's Brainstorm Tech Conference. 50% of their views are now coming from mobile devices. And that's just hunky-dory with them because their focus is mobile, mobile, mobile. Doesn't feel like they're chasing Netflix or Amazon Prime. Oh, and if you want to sell your company to YouTube, Susan says it's not out of the question. An acquisition could be in their future, but whatever you've got would have to help them execute their own strategy faster. What else did she say? Oh, she says she'd like exclusivity with YouTube's biggest stars, but it's not necessary because YouTube is, quote, where they were born. Snapchat wants to be a better place for its media partners to do their brand content thing, so they've given their Discover section a much higher profile so users can more easily find stuff from CNN, ESPN, Comedy Central, and similar such promoted content makers. The section is now at the top of your Stories list, which gives it priority over a lot of content that's coming from your personal contacts. Remember them? Like all other platforms, nobody begrudges Snapchat wanting to be a profitable thing, especially since it was recently valued at $16 billion. Okay, content people, today we'll have a quick lesson thanks to @CreativeKatrina about the grammar mistakes being made most often. Be on the lookout in copy for the following. Commas. You do use Oxford commas before the and or in lists. You use M dashes, that's 2 hyphens, with no spaces to set off text or emphasize a point. Periods and commas always go inside quotation marks. Affect with an A means to make a change or influence something and is almost always a verb, whereas effect with an E means a change that's occurred and is almost always a noun. Internet is capitalized, and web page and white paper are both one word. Of course, it's your brand's style guide, so you can break all these rules if you want. Katrina just suggests that you be consistent. People are making deals all the time, and one of the newer ones is between Verizon and Vice Media. Verizon's going to get content out of the deal, everything from tech to travel. Actually, those are pretty close together in the alphabet. Anyway, they want this content for the mobile video platform Verizon is rolling out, and they know Vice is popular with the young whippersnappers. Verizon's VP of Content, Terry Denson, says Verizon will connect consumers to Vice in a way no one else does by combining Vice's storytelling with the most compelling mobile video platform. He's talking about them. They've also made deals with HBO and Spotify, and here's an interesting tidbit about all this. The new mobile video platform will not require that you're a Verizon customer. Are you in the broadcast or cable TV business? Bless your heart. Robert Miner of Miner & Company Studio reports that for kids, TV is now the second screen, not mobile and tablet. 57% of parents say their young'uns prefer a device to TV when it comes to watching video. Apparently, it's easier and more personal than trying to get everyone to agree to watch Rastamouse, which might be why in homes with tablets, 58% of kids own their own tablet. Hold on, gets worse for you TV people. 50% of parents say when they regrettably have to punish their kids for something, they do it by taking away their tablet or phone and making them watch regular TV. That's right, broadcast and cable TV are literally being used as punishment for younger generations. You'll want to share this podcast just for that stat alone, because it's a doozy and it gives you a solid glimpse of what kids' relationship with TV is going to be as they grow up. Consultant Neil Sharman is losing his patience with talk that native advertising is hurting trust in news organizations. Native ad revenue for publishers is expected to double in the next 3 years, so they're not exactly staying awake worrying about trust, but critics have pointed out that trust is kind of what native advertisers are buying, so if you lose it, what have you got to sell? I digress. Neil points out almost as many people have trust issues with today's journalism. 22% of Britons thought it was bad for society that newspapers had the gall to report on materials given to them by Edward Snowden, and at least native advertisement is clearly marked. PR, which has been presented as news for years, is not. A study of news stories over 2 weeks in the UK revealed 41% were initiated by PR and or had materials supplied by a PR operative. Have you pleased a millennial today? Come on, you know that's what the whole world is about. Their attention and love is hard to capture, but once those 18 to 34s find something they like, they really like it. LinkedIn's Penry Price rolled out some other interesting things about them, having studied how more affluent ones behave around financial brands and products. Okay, they don't like ads, and they can sniff them out a mile away. But they do like getting entertainment and information they value, and that's got brand content written all over it, provided you do it right and don't start shilling. 61% find such content from financial services brands relevant, compared to 53% of Gen Xers. They also trust social more than Gen X does. They're 3 times more likely than Gen X to use social to help inform them on personal finance and investment decisions, like how much should I spend on Warped Tour tickets. Too many videos on Facebook you want to watch? Can't crank one up you just found because you're in an important meeting? Well, you need either a new job or a feature Facebook just started testing out, a Watch Later button for videos. Now, the Save feature was rolled out a year ago, and you can put articles and whatnot into saved folders, and frankly, you were able to do that with videos since last December. But this Watch Later button is a bit more obvious and encouraging. They told TechCrunch the button is in the upper right-hand corner of videos. Go anywhere near that area with your pointer and it'll appear. Click it and you can watch it later at your convenience. You'll be watching videos you forgot you saved. Speaking of Facebook and video, are brands really on fire with video on their Facebook pages? LocoWise took a look at that and found, well, they sure didn't find many videos. 47% of Facebook pages uploaded no videos, nada. 33% only put one video up in the month of June. As is usually the case, a tiny handful are responsible for most of the video uploads. 1.2% of pages put up 46% of the videos. 78.2% of video views were because of autoplay, and 21.8% were clicked so the viewer could actually watch them with sound. The average number of views per video was 7.8% of the page's fan base, and they watched for around 18.2 seconds. I hope shares and comments are not your metrics, because 1% of engagement was in the form of shares and 0.9% got comments. Comments are a big deal. I haven't upset you guys enough to get any yet. That's it. The transcript is at brandcontentstudios.com.